Before we even get started, I am not a professionally trained butcher, and I'm not pretending to be one. I'm just a guy trying to save a little money, a lot of ribeye steaks. So for this, got it at COSTCO. This is USDA Choice. If they had Prime, I probably still would have bought Choice. I don't have the palate to taste the difference. So this is 15.87 pounds, which is $11.49 per pound, coming in a total of $182.35. You can see how many steaks we're gonna get out of this. So that's the reason that I'm going with this. First time doing it, but I butchered plenty of deer, so I think I'll be able to figure it out. But first, I'll get a little taste of whiskey. This is the new Jim Beam 7, so aged 7 years. It's pretty low, it's 90 proof. Not bad. It's a great way to just have a couple sips while you're doing stuff. I normally try to stick stuff above 100 proof, but this will do for today. So I'm going to grab a bowl for the fat trimmings. I like to render my own fat into tallow, and I'll probably show you how to do that too. So I use an Instant Pot to make all my beef tallow. To me, it's just easy. This is kind of the finished product, and you can use this for your skillet. I usually use it to cook steaks instead of butter, but white gold. And so a lot of this fat we're going to render down and probably get maybe that much more into another jar. And so there's two sides that I can really see easily. I'm going to start cutting on the fat side, and then I think after I cut them into the pieces that we want, we'll go through and trim the fat. All right, I will say that for that price, this is as of June, I believe today's June 2nd, 2024, so that is a price right now. Prices have gone up in meat. I eat a lot of steak. I'm on a carnivore diet, so I'm only eating the meat, and ribeyes are by far my favorite cut. If I were to buy each individual ribeye from, say, Costco, I'd end up spending $80 for 4 steaks, when I can look at this right here and tell you that's 4 steaks right there. So this is definitely a cheaper option to do it, and I'm just going to start slicing pieces. All right. Good. Looking good, looking good. So that's one of the smaller steaks we'll make there. Yeah, as we're moving through here, you can tell that this is probably on the get it out the door soon list, but that's fine. It'll eat the same. I'm gonna go a little thicker. Oh yeah, looking good. And we'll go back after the end and trim some of this hard fat. Look at all these steaks and we're not even done yet. This knife works better on brisket, but it did the job. All right, so as I start going through some of these, I mean, some of this is fine, but some of it, I'm gonna take some of the fat off. You may wanna trim all the fat off yours. Me personally, I like the fat. I think it's delicious, but I will pull some of these easy layers off and just throw them right here in the tallow bucket. You can also go through with another knife and kind of finish it up. Pull some edges off. That way it's just nice, easy, simple to cook. And you can take all those trimmings, like I said, and just throw it in there. All right, that's pretty much it. I don't think you want to sit here and watch me finish all these off, but it's pretty easy. That's how I do it. We'll jump to the seasoning next. All right, all said and done, they gave me 15 ribeyes. I'll do the math real quick to see what that cost me per piece and throw it up right here. This is the only kind of piece that said, meh. What I'll end up doing is probably scrapping this out, maybe feed it to the neighbor's dog, something like that. But other than that, they all came out good. We're gonna go ahead and season them and get them going. So I'll just lay all the steaks out, that way I can season them and then vacuum seal them all together. Just makes it all easier when it comes time for me to cook in and also for storing. I do a little bit of this prep work like this, so then after that we're good to go for a while. So one side's fairly simple. I do salt, pepper, and rosemary. However, I was at Costco when I bought these steaks and I found this salt, pepper, garlic blend. So this is Kinder seasoning, the blend. Never used it before. So I sous vide these That's the reason that I want to season them all now. So again, it takes time just to go through and get everything going. Let's do a bigger opening than that. And from my experience, it's kind of hard to over season a steak. And to those that are pure heart and think it's a waste of time or it's sacrilegious in somehow, you know, to each their own. I'm not telling you this is how you should do it. I'm just showing you how I do it. And I learned this probably from watching someone tell me how they do it. It's the circle of life. I've also been told that you shouldn't season and then freeze. Again, you do whatever makes you happy. I'm just telling you, the way I like my ribeyes, I've figured it out. That this is the way I like them. Cheers to that. Alright, we're gonna hit them all with rosemary. There's a folklore that rosemary takes carcinogens out of meat when you sear them. I'm not doing it for that reason. I like the way rosemary tastes. So that's what we do on one side. After that, I kind of give it a little pat, just to make sure it's all nice and pressed in there. And then we'll give it a flip. On the other side, there's a lot of things you can use. It could be your favorite seasoning. It could be Montreal steak seasoning. It could be whatever. I'm a big fan of Montreal steak seasoning. I just happen to find a company that makes one that's similar, that tastes better. Again, not a sponsor, but Hunt Chef, the Canadian carnivore. It is delicious. This is what it looks like. And I'm probably going to use the rest of it on these steaks. And again, I just liberally season. Because in the sous vide, a lot of this stuff is going to push moisture, good flavors into the steak. Because in the sous vide, it's going to sit in a bag for 2 hours at 137 degrees. So while that's happening, I want it to soak up as much of this flavor as possible. And when you cut them this thick, you can season them pretty heavy, not worry about over seasoning. And I don't believe it's possible to over salt the steak. I will usually add salt to my steak when I'm done cooking it. Yeah, look at that. Making a mess. Also, all these trimmings here will get scooped up and put in the bags while we sous vide. I'm going to hit a couple with this all-purpose rub just to know. I'm going to hit these 3 and that's it. Just a little experiment. Then I'm going to hit a couple with this Trader Joe's coffee seasoning. It's looking like a mess over here. And I'm not going to mark these bags. I'm just going to find out if I can taste the difference. Alright. After that, it's time to vacuum seal. I've got a regular little food saver. Works for me. Pull out the size you need, cut it, throw it in the bag, vacuum seal it. So I'm going to not film all that because that stuff's annoying, but after this, we'll get into how to make your beef tallow. Alright, there you have it. All vacuum packed, ready to go. This is $13.02 a piece, which is pretty good because normally it's almost double that. I think even like Harris Teeter or Publix or something, it's, you know, it's saving money. I'm going to throw a lot of these in the freezer. I'm going to throw one in the sous vide right now, get it cooking for dinner, and now let's do this beef tallow. I also did that whole video, and I think I said rice cooker. If not, I meant Instant Pot. I put it in a rice cooker bowl. Stupid. Instant Pot's what I meant. Put it in an Instant Pot. So for the beef tallow, I'm just going to put a little bit of water in there just to get it started. Put it in the Instant Pot for an hour and then do 30-minute natural release. And then I will strain all the meat out and keep whatever's there probably back into this bowl. And then we'll do it again. And after the second time, you should be good to go. Then I'll run it through a cheesecloth after that, put it in a mason jar, and you got a jar full of tallow. So yeah, this is saving me a bunch of money. It might save you, if you eat as much steaks as I do, this might could save you some money too. So cheers, thanks for watching. Have another pour. This stuff's really good too. I was surprised. It's very easy to drink. It's got all the notable bean flavors and it's not too overly harsh on the palate. So if you were to stand around a fire and cooking something or wrapping up some steaks, it's a great sipper. Cheers everybody, thanks for watching, have a great day.